Campfacer.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Campfacer here. Now, the other day I did a unboxing of the new movie that just came out, RAD. Now, this video I'm going to do more of a review and go over some of the content of the film. Again, RAD just came out. It's a Best Buy exclusive. It's an old movie from 1986. This movie has a somewhat of a cult following. It did good, then it disappeared for years, then it came back, disappeared. It keeps coming back because there's some real hardcore true fans to the film. Now let me just say, you guys, this just came out at Best Buy. It's remastered, it's restored from its original 35 millimeter film, and it's put out on 4K. Now, let me just tell you guys this. I remember going back to my video rental store back in the 80s, and we'd rent this on VHS over and over and over again. Well over 100 times. I'm not even exaggerating, because back then you couldn't just go to your local retail store and purchase this movie. It didn't work like that. Movies like that, you either rented it or you had to wait years and years till like the late 90s to buy the VHS tapes. So we got like charged late fees for it. We got charged for not rewinding the tape. We rented it over 100 times. We put that video store in business because of this movie, pretty much. Now, again, back then in the 80s, kids would come home from school and go out and ride their bikes. There was no tablets or computers. There was no cell phones back then. So it was like popular. BMX racing was popular, freestyle, skateboarding, bikes. Movies started coming out, like Hollywood started putting out movies like this, like skateboarding movies like Thrashin' or RAD. It was a big popular thing back then. So that's why this movie did so well back in that time frame. So since the 20 years ago, I haven't seen this movie in well over 20 years. So I just heard that Best Buy was putting this out, and I'm like, you know what? I have to pick up RAD. And I'd love to see this in 4K to see what it has to offer. It has really cool bonus features. I don't know if I mentioned, it stars Bill Allen and Lori Loughlin. And Lori Loughlin, if you remember, she played in Full House, and she also got in trouble for sending her daughter to college illegally. I think she paid somebody off, and she's doing time for that, which is really not cool. Yeah, there's some cool bonus features. And let me get into this real quick. I don't know if you guys seen this. The disc is in there right now, so it's not in here. But this is like the inside. The back. And then the front. But then the slipcover, the RAD stays there. That's pretty cool. And this is the Mondo series, it's called, right here. Now, I thought Mondo was the movie Thrashin'. Mondo was the skate company. But I'll tell you guys this. The behind-the-scenes featurettes in the features, there's like the music video to Break the Ice. There's interviews with some of the cast. There's a really cool Q&A with Bill Allen. Unfortunately, Lori Loughlin's not there, and the director he had passed away. So there's Bill Allen, the guy who plays Bart Taylor, and then the Bill Allen, Crew Jones' mom, I can't remember her name, she's in it, and there's the writer to the film. He's in the question and answers, and there's some really cool, it's like an hour long. It's a lot of fun because you get to hear kind of like stories about when they're making the film, good things, some bad things, and then I'm not gonna spoil it, but some cool things about the stunt actors complaining about the wall on Hell Track was too steep, and they showed up and they're like, we're not riding down this thing. It's too big. So the director was like itching his head like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? But let me just tell you guys that, whoa, we have a ghost in the house. The lighting just fell over. I'll tell you guys, when I actually started watching the 4K of this film, it didn't squeeze, the picture didn't squeeze like to fit like the old TV, because back then when this came out it was on the normal size, I forget the resolution, but the tube TVs, it actually fits the new TVs. The resolution I think is 1080p. 4K, let me tell you guys this, it doesn't make it look like the over-the-top 4K that is like a soap opera. You know what I mean? It doesn't look fake. I was kind of nervous of that. The 4K actually keeps the grain, the old look, but it makes everything pop, like the colors pop. When I was watching it, I could smell the grass. I could smell me riding the. I don't know. It sounds weird me saying this, but it looks fantastic. It's like, even the audio, I think they remastered the audio so you could hear things clearer and better. When you're watching this on the 4K, you're going to have a smile come to your face. I'm not even joking. This is the way I wish like we got to see it back then. I know watching it on VHS is great. You got the imperfections on your tape or your player, and there's nothing like that. That's the way I like watching film for the most part. I don't, too clean, too perfect is not good. Less is more. I've always been like about physical media, but when you're watching this movie particular in the 4K, it pops. It looks great, but it still has the grain to it. You're gonna love it. I give this movie a 10 out of 10 as a remastered, exclusive collector edition steelbook. You guys it's well worth the $24. I don't know if that's what it's going to cost everywhere, but I got it at Best Buy for $24. It's well worth it. Even the bonus features, there's not a lot, but the few that there are in the 1 hour long one, it was worth it. And it just brought a smile to my face. It did. It really did. And I get to learn some new things about the cast, the crew, about what went on behind the scenes, and how it was made. They got into some detail, and it was fun to see some familiar faces and some stories about Bart Taylor used to be a gymnastic, Olympic sports gymnastic guy. I never knew that, and he told about his past and stuff. I'm not going to spoil too much. I just wanted to kind of briefly go over some of the features of this film, and even let me just show you the background. If you don't want to see the background of the behind the scenes bonus, and you can turn it off now, but I'm not going to show anything. Just see the bonus feature. Here we go. If it'll load. Come on. Here we go. Look at that. We got RAD question and answer session featuring cast members Bill Allen, Talia Shire, which played in all the Rocky movies as Rocky's wife, Adrian, Bart Karna, that's Bart Taylor, screenwriter Sam Bernard, and hosted by Jorma Taccone. Then we have archival video interviews with cast and crew, original behind-the-scenes featurette, Break the Ice music video. And that's, it doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, it was a lot of fun watching that. And then I watched that stuff first, and then I put the movie on, and as I was watching it, I was trying to judge. I was nervous, like I said before, about the way it's going to look and sound, because again, some 4K movies, they look too perfect. That soap opera look, like almost fake, like things, it seems like you're watching something. It doesn't look like the way the movie should be. This one in particular, again, you could see the color in the 4K, but it made it look better than the original film, but not over the top like some films out there. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. It was probably one of the better 4K formats that I've seen in a long time. So I'm telling you guys, I cannot stress, if you are a fan of this movie, a fan of 80s and BMX, you got to take you got to go take some money out of the bank and go pick this up before it sells out, because I don't know if they're gonna like restock these. I don't know if it's a limited run. But yeah, and that's it. And I just want to say thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider. Please give this video a like. It helps YouTube recommend my videos to other people out there. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next movie or the next show or the next gaming. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. And as always, campers, stay out of the woods. Or there's no woods in here.